Temperatures are rising, bringing many health risks to pets. So this is the time to prepare our pups for the long and hot summer days ahead.
It is so important. And to help get us started, Stephanie Bennett, owner of Believe in Dog Training, is in studio with expert tips so our four-legged friends like little Cashman here can beat the heat. And we cannot stress this enough. I mean, we get hot, we get heat exhaustion, we get dehydrated. Dogs experience all the same things, right, Stephanie?
Houston is the worst, obviously. It's so hot and so humid.
Yes.
And this is the heat stroke for the dogs is really serious. I mean, very serious. We hear it every single year, and it can be fatal very quickly. So it's something that you cannot mess around with, and you got to be very, very careful. I mean, extremely careful. So we go through all kinds of things to try to help them with that.
Okay, and if people are asking, is it too hot outside? Should I? If people are asking that question, yeah, the answer is probably yes, it is too hot.
The answer is yes. And, you know, there's a couple of months, maybe 3, maybe even 3.5, that we just, in Houston, I mean, I just say avoid 8 to 8, literally.
Oh, there
avoid
you go.
8 to 8.
There you
so
go.
you're going to have to walk really early, or you're going to have to walk really late. If you're going to walk them, right? If you're going to walk them outside, and I say, be so careful, and you never, ever, ever leave them outside. I just say, don't leave them outside. It's too much. And the biggest one, do not leave the dog in the car. Do not leave the dog in the car. That's a really, really big one as well. Because, you know, dogs don't have sweat glands. You know, they don't sweat. And so the way they cool their body is through panting. And they have just a tiny bit, a few little kind of sweat glands in their paws. But besides that, so they cannot regulate their heat very well like we do. So it really damages their organs very, very quickly. So it's something you have to be so careful about when you're walking them, and be mindful of how you get their exercise and how you get them worn out, in Houston especially.
Well, I think it's just like children, right? I always say babies, the elderly, puppies, treat them all the same, right?
Indeed, yeah.
Like if you wouldn't take your baby out, you wouldn't take your doggy out. If it's too hot, don't leave them in the car, right? So it's the best advice.
And I see people every day that I'm like, oh no, it's too hot, you know, but there's all kinds of cool things that you can do to try to help them besides just a walk.
So what are the best ways to keep them hydrated?
So I think that, you know, certainly, so that's my cool little new water bowl
right over there.
You can take with you, and it opens up, and you can, keeps the water cool and everything.
How does this work?
Oh, it's like a doggy dish that you can take with you.
It's a water bowl. It's a portable water bowl.
Oh.
That's right. And so there's water in there. He's like, I might have some of that.
He's like, can I have a drink?
Checking it out.
Yeah. And then he's got his lighted collar on, but that's another one of those lighted collars. So, because I walk at night. I'm more of a night person than a morning person. So I walk at night, and these are great because they keep you can see. It makes yourself visible, which you need to do when you're going to walk at night.
Very important.
And these are my favorite cool new toys. You put them in water, and then you freeze them. And so they're really cool. They're ice toys, right? So they'll float in water, but also they're ice toys that you can float.
They can, like, lick,
and also they can chew on it.
An icy chew toy?
Yes.
Do they make these for humans as well? I'd like one of those.
It's for, look at them eating that. So here's molds, right? So you can mold in ice or chicken broth, and that is you freeze some treats in there, and then you give it to them, and that's an awesome treat. They love it.
And that's a great activity for them, right? Like if they're having to be inside during the day and they're kind of pent up, that's a great activity for them.
And this is chicken broth, right? Doggy bone broth.
Oh wow!
So that you can use that or any of these are also frozen toys. You put stuff in there and it freezes them. And then look at the splash pad, isn't he cute? So that's a splash pad that I bought on Amazon for like $25, and the dogs love it.
Oh, I can only imagine. Is this a splash pad that he's sitting on right now?
No, this is actually a cooling pad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is actually, when they get hot, it's an actual pad that has this special gel in it, and it's activated by their weight.
Okay.
And then, good boy. And so when they get hot, they can lay on this, and it literally cools them off. It's really amazing, this pad.
And what about, you said sunscreen for dogs?
Yes. You know what? I didn't bring my sunscreen today, but yes, many of the dogs have very short hair, and their skin shows, so they have sunscreen. They have doggy sunscreen. They really need it. It's very, very important, actually. They get sunburned so quickly, and it hurts. And so I'm a real big fan of these. It takes some time. Cash is not quite used to his yet, but these look like little puppy Uggs, don't they? It's so cute.
And where can they wear these little booties when they go outside?
I mean, you know, if we're going to walk outside and it's really hot and there's not a lot of shade, this protects them.
Got it.
But also if you're going to go like hiking or anything like that, they're really good. They can walk through water. They can walk on hot things. They can walk on rocks. All that stuff. These are really, I love these particular. They're so great.
And also, Stephanie, you've probably seen the Instagram videos of dogs wearing shoes for the first time. Dogs freak out. It doesn't hurt them, though. It just takes a minute for them to get used to.
That's right. And I would really say do not just put them on right away and just go, because it's a very strange thing for them. So you have to desensitize to it and take it slow. And if you do that, look at this guy.
Oh, look.
So sweet.
That's one of my trainers neighbor's dogs, and look,
So cute.
he's just now getting used to it. But look how great, and she is. You can't hear, but she's giving him lots of positive reinforcement and
Right.
lots of treats.
Positive.
Oh my
Positive.
God.
Very slow and positive. Yes, so that's really good. And then the last thing is this is a human. There's a cooling towel. That you
yeah,
put in cold
microfiber.
water. You put it in cold water, and then you put it on. But you can also. I like to carry these around with me with my water, and then if I feel like they're getting hot, and especially their pads, right? And I can do that kind of thing, and I just cold water all over them.
It is good to be a dog when Stephanie Bennett is around. Isn't it? Listen, sit
Indeed,
tight.
indeed.
Cash, you sit tight as
Yes.
well, because coming up after the break, Stephanie is showing us some fun summer enrichment activities for your dog, perfect for when it is too hot to play outside, and also these are affordable.
And that's right. Houston Life will be right back.